Hi guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Come on in and say hi. Welcome to my segment of Craft Around the Clock. You guys, make sure if you have not followed Craft Around the Clock, please make sure you do. Crafters from morning to night, it's awesome. So you're never left out in a time zone. So today we're going to do jars. So right now I have different kinds of jars. Now this was a tin I did. An old tin I did. Well, it's not really old. I made it to look old. So I'm waiting to get streamed in, so I just thought I'd show you. So you can take labels. I love doing fabric labels. I don't like using paper. Hey Lori, how are you? I love using fabric labels because you get to see the old come through. It looks like it. Hey Vay, this looks like it's been sitting up in a pantry someplace collecting dust. Hey Lori. So we're going to do this, but we're going to do it on a glass jar. Now I'm going to slowly all week long do primitive. I got to come up with different primitive. I'm trying to figure out some new things to do versus always the same old, same old. Okay, I should hopefully be streamed in. So we're going to take truffle because I'm getting low on this. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Waverly truffle. You want to go ahead and put in the, yeah, I'm getting low on this stuff. You can use brown too. I just like truffle because it's dark. Now I won't probably have to use too much of anything else because it's pretty thick. I'm going to use a little grunge. And if you don't know what grunge is, I can let you guys, I can pin it to the top. We're just going to put a little grunge in there. That just gives it a little bit more of a liquid and a darker look. Now if you don't have chalk paint, just get yourself regular and add baking soda. Hey Carolyn, how are you? So you want it kind of thick because now what we're going to do is we're going to take our jar. Now all I did was stripped it, washed it. There's still some film on it, but you're not going to see it. Hey Brenda, you're not going to see the film, so just paint over it. So we're going to just do the brown. I just love this method for all my rusting. Now everybody is different. Everybody has their own thing. I just really like it. I think it's easy. It's not a lot of work. I do love the grunge, the coffee podge that Tracy uses. I have that here too, but I think I'm going to save that for another time with my cans. Hey Tracy, how are you? So okay, so now we've got the Waverly truffle on here with grunge. Now we're gonna take our cinnamon, and then we're gonna take our we're gonna take our cinnamon and our clove on this. So we're gonna take our cinnamon. Now don't overdo it because we gotta put the clove on it. Now the clove is what really gives you that rusty look. Hey Gail, how are you? Hey Judy. So I'm gonna add a little bit of everything, and don't throw this away because if you do faux bakes, this is perfect just to reuse all this in this container here. So go ahead. I like to tap it to get it down in there. Hang on. My hands are not as good as they used to be. I'm still waiting for my hand order from Amazon, seeing if they can get me the right size because I sure could use some. Anybody else like that? I sure could use some. Hey Rose, how are you? No, Shannon. There's another Rose on here. Why am I thinking? So we're going to go ahead and keep going. I like this look, and then when we're done, I'm going to put the label on. And when you put the fabric label on, it absorbs into the can. Hey Mary, thanks for jumping on. And I like it because the label now goes into the, not the label, the label absorbs the rusty look. Okay, so we're going to take my label. Now, I like fabric labels. We're going to take, we're going to do rolled oats, I think. Maybe, no. I'm going to do the molasses. Or is it molasses? Hunks Croft and Son chocolate chip cookies. Hey Karen, hey Cindy. So we're going to put that on here, but I'm going to add a little Mod Podge on here. This is coffee podge. If you're interested in any of these directions on how to use this stuff or how to make it, you can either go to Tracy Sweet Home Living, she's got it posted, or just go ahead and let me know and I can go ahead and put it out on my website. But she's the one who created this, and this is perfect for everything. So oh, wrong one. I'm just gonna lacquer this up so I can get it on there first. Okay, then I'm gonna take this, and what I love about this is it all absorbs into this can. Just gotta get it on there. Now, if you're not doing a live, you'd want it to sit. So I'm gonna let it sit here for a second and put a little bit more of this podge on it just to get it into the places where it's supposed to stick. Okay, we're gonna do 2 jars. Okay, I'm gonna try to dry this real quick. I would like it to stick. Let's see how well it sticks. Hi Shyla, how are you? And as you can see, it's really kind of cool how you do this. Like I said, everybody's got a cool little way of doing things. And after I'm done, I'm going to spray it with Mod Podge Sealer. And what I like about the Mod Podge Sealer, it makes it darker. And if I miss your questions, guys, just know I will get to it later. Take your time with the label because it's saturated. Now, if you blow this thing too high, it'll blow right off. Hi, Patricia. So if you take your time when you do this, it'll stay on. And while it's still wet, I'm going to use the spray. And the spray, Mod Podge spray, will seal it, adhere it, and it's all done. Oh, thank you. Hey, Pam. Yeah, at the end of the month, I got to get cranking on some more Valentine's Day stuff so I can go ahead and do another sale, get my auction done. Because then I want to crank right into Easter, and then I want to start doing more faux baked primitive. I've got a lot of my beautiful Christmas baked goods. I've got to figure out what to do and how to sell those. They're fun. I love that. I really enjoy the baking part. This takes a little bit of time. Sorry, guys. Hey, Margie. I try to get this to be really dry before I spray this one part. And as you can see, it just kind of looks like it's an old jar. And there's not a lot involved. The hardest part is getting this fabric label to get dry. Hey, Sherry. But it's important if you do these, take your time, let it dry, don't rush it. Hi Marcella, how are you? So as you can see how nice it's getting, nice and dark and grungy. Now, like I said, there's different ways. You can do the grunge with Mod Podge, which I really like now. I'm getting kind of into this. And then there's this way I like doing. This is awesome for your pans, like for baking pans, for your faux rust. I love this method a lot. And you'll see the difference once I spray it with the Mod Podge, how it looks. Hi Rose, how are you? You just gotta be very careful with these so the label does not come off. It needs time to adhere. There's a lot of liquid underneath here. And like I said, I love printing on fabric. I do more fabric than I do paper. Paper's okay, but it's not the same effect, I think, as light, thin fabric. And I think when you print your fabric, I tried it on this, what is it? This is from Walmart. It's like a thick drop cloth. Now it comes out pretty, but it's too thick for your jars. Hi Lynn, it's too thick for jars. Let me show you what I played with last night. I think it's just too thick for jars. It's just way too thick. It needs to be thin. So I think, hi Ellen, I think the best thing to do is do it on cotton or muslin, something that's thin. Because see how flat it lays? Fabric like that, it won't lay as flat. Okay, so we're pretty good here. So now I'm going to take the spray, which I don't recommend in the house, but we're going to do it. It's Mod Podge Sealer, okay? I'm gonna open the door for a second. This is really something you wanna do outside, so you'll see what it looks like. It literally starts to take and darken everything for you. Don't breathe in, whatever you do. Woo! Now look at the difference. Look how nice it makes it look. It makes it look a lot grungier. And you don't have to work so hard at it, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna take, with this one, I'm gonna put a lid on it. Where's my lid? That's that lid. I lost my lid. No, that's my paint lid. Only in Donna's world do I lose a lid. Okay. Now you don't need a lid, just so you know, but I would have preferred my lid to be on there. Sorry, guys. I don't think I could ever have a live without losing a lid or something. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take muslin. I think that our cheesecloth is what it is. Not really sticky. Like for something like this, it wouldn't be sticky because it's already, it'll stick, but it's not if you put it on your hands, yes, it would be sticky. Oh yes, I will show you the heart in the mirror. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this has already been grunged with coffee, but we're gonna have to put a little bit more on it. I don't know where did my, you know guys, it's not very, I clean my room so well that I can't ever find anything. So we won't worry about that. It's probably staring me right in the face. I don't know. You don't have to have a lid, just, you know, just learn where your front of your container is. So you're gonna have a container and it's gonna look like this. We're gonna have to trim her hair down because it looks like she's wearing a wig. It looks like she's got a big wig. So we're gonna tear some of this off. It's hard when your hands are already dirty. How do I wanna do this? I'm gonna cut some of this. I actually spent the money on some, oh, now I'm gonna touch everything and get my nice new, brand new scissors all messed up. Hang on. I don't know about you guys. I'm trying to keep things clean. What is the material? Oh, it's their drop cloth. All I can tell you is called drop cloth. But it's in the back by the painting section. Hang on. It's in the back by the painting section. Now I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go around the edges and trim it and give her a haircut. Now let's take some of I have a bunch of this that I've already cut. Now this is too big. I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of this for the tie. A lot of my fabrics look like they're old and some I do have to grunge. I'm gonna get that out of the way. So we're gonna take this. Now cheesecloth is, or whatever this is, I think I got it from, I think if I got it from Walmart or where I got it from. Okay, so we're just gonna cut that off. Okay, now let's go ahead and start trimming her hair. To me, she's just got overkill on hair. Sometimes you just gotta trim it down. Okay, and you can pull the edges, guys. Hang on. You can pull the edges and fray it out even more so. So now you have just a simple little lid. Now you can darken this lid. So we could take the Mod Podge, not the Mod Podge, but the grunge. I do want to water it down a little lighter. I don't want it as dark. And you can start to do this and to darken it. I try not to saturate it because it takes a while to dry. So I don't like to put too much on it. And just keep going. Now you're going to have to go under the other layers. Like I said, this was done in just a pot of grunge mix. Coffee, cinnamon, vanilla. Okay, now you can lift all this stuff up if you want, and then just keep going. It's kind of like being a hairstylist, guys. Hi Joanne, hey Sheila. It's like being a hairstylist. You can go in there and you can just do the upper part, the lower part of the hair coloring. And if you really want to make it even easier on yourself, do this before you put it on here. But I don't like to overkill it too much. I do like a little bit to show like it's been aging in the pantry. But I do want to get back into faux foods. I think that is truly my favorite thing, is foods. I love the jars. I'll show you more of my jars I did last year. So hard to think about it being last year already, guys. Still can't believe it's 2025. God, getting older. Turned 65 this year. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. My husband just turned 70. He definitely was not ready for that. Don't forget, yes, I got the time. Thank you, guys. I'll get there. I just try to get as much dark in. Now you can go as dark as you want, light as you want. Okay, so now we have it. Now, of course, this is going to have to dry. Our hair is going to have to dry. I have to call it hair because that's what it looks like, hair. Okay, you can do it as much as you want or as less as you want. Let me get my hands clean. We got 2 jars we're going to do. Now, I'm going to put some Sweet Annie in here. I have a different kind of Sweet Annie that's really pretty. I could kick myself for not buying more at the time. But, you know, sometimes you don't have the money that you would like to have. I'll show you the difference. The fragrance alone is way better than the other Sweet Annie. This is original Sweet Annie, okay? This is Sweet Annie in a different version, but more fragrant. And I love the way, wait, hang on. I love the way it's more tree-lined than Sweet Annie. But, oh, this stuff smells so good. And I love this. This goes really well in here for your goods. Just gotta stick it in there. And it's very pretty, very fragrant and very pretty. See if I can get it down just a little bit more. I mean, you can do you. You can do it down, you can do it top. Okay. You can do that, you can do it on the side. Hang on. I'll have to get underneath here and saturate this fabric a little bit more. Hang on, I gotta saturate this one area. It's driving me crazy. Her hair just is not working the way it's supposed to, guys. Okay, so now you have that. We're gonna put hang on, I gotta fix her bow. I have to call it a girl. Doesn't it look like she's wearing a mop? Hi, Mary Lou. I didn't get it from Dollar Tree. I think, hey Deb, I think I got it. Hi Tanya. I think I got it from Walmart. Now Walmart carries cheesecloth. It's in by I think the towels. Let me do this. Let me put this up a little higher. We still need to put a button on this one. We'll fix this one up. We're gonna put just a burnt color button on here. Hopefully I won't burn myself. We are going to put a tag on. Hang on, I can show it to you. How does that look, guys? And when I have a cute pantry in our new house, and I'll display all these. They look amazing. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I love this. I do really like this look too. This is awesome on cans and stuff. So I'm going to do more of this and my rusting. Okay, so we got a tag we have to make on this one. Let me wipe my hands. Now I want to show you. See, I love my tags. And this one I'm just going to do a crow. Like I said, I love to do fabric. Hi, Springstead. Handmade Springstead, how are you? I love fabric. I really, really love the fabric. Okay, so we're going to age up my tag. We'll brush it up a little bit so it looks like it's been there a while. And really the only place in my house I have primitive is in my pantry. It looks amazing in my pantry. Not that I'm patting myself on the back. It just looks really good in my pantry because it's we have a modern farmhouse, and I just love it. Can't get enough of my modern farmhouse. I'm still learning how to figure out my decorating. My decorating is so different from what it used to be. Okay, so we're just gonna make it dirty. Thank you guys. Hi Kurt. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach this, but I'm gonna attach it down here a little lower with a button. So I don't want it to be all the way up on the top. Or do I want just to cut the bird out? You know what, I'm gonna try cutting the bird out. Let's just try cutting the bird out. See if I'm good at this. And a lot of these pictures are all from Etsy, guys. It's a good way to spend your money. I'm in deep concentration. Sorry, guys. Can't look up when I'm cutting. So like I said, everybody has their technique. Everybody finds the way they like it. And I found this to be great. Now, I'm so upset that somewhere along the way, I didn't save all my videos on my breads and stuff. That was back in like February. And I could kick myself. I don't know what I was thinking. They change things on us all the time, you guys. Hey, Lindsay, sweetie, how are you? I miss you. Haven't seen you in a long time. Okay. I'm just going to glue this on here. Because it is fabric. It needs a little bit more adherence to the tag. His face fell apart. His face fell apart. How dare he fall apart on me? Well, we're going to go back to the second one I have here. It didn't disappear on me. Here it is. We're just going to use this lamb tag. I guess we aren't going to do it that way. I tried to cut it, but I think if you're going to use drop cloth, use Home Depot. Don't use Walmart. This stuff is got to be... I have to use it up, but don't use it. It falls apart. All of its threads just seem to come off all the time. When you cut something, everything else seems to fall in place and is removed. I'm going to cut this like this. I'm not a fan of it. That's why I don't recommend it. I'm going to take just a little bit of my grunge. We're going to just do the lamb. So we're going to just do the lamb. I'm going to do just the edges on this. Has anybody else played around with primitive? I really enjoy it. But I enjoy everything, and that's the problem, I guess. I do like a little bit of everything. I don't like everything being perfect, and I like it all to be different. Hi, Teresa. Thank you guys all for sprinkling. Who did I miss? Hey, Dawn. I don't think I saw you there. Now, remember, when you're printing on fabric and you have to iron it on the opposite side or you're going to remove your image. Now, just so you know, even though when you put stuff on this, your image is there, but it's going to look like it's in the distance, okay? So we're going to go ahead and add this to our paper here. Now, because it's somewhat wet, it may be a little bit of a pain. Like I said, take your time when you're doing these things. Don't rush to get it done. It's harder when you're doing something live because you really don't have a lot of time to let things dry. You don't have a lot of time. I need to cut that little. I'm going to put a button on there. I'm going to put a little blue button on that one. Okay. And what I like about when you do it this way, it really truly looks like a rusty bottle. Now on some of mine, I'll show you, and so here you got the tag. Now you could probably do a little bit more, bring the fabric down a little bit more and try to cover up some of the tag. So that's number 1. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hi Ellen. You're new here? Oh, hey Ellen, Teresa, welcome you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying, and welcome to my page. Everybody will say hi. But so that's number 1. And I wanted to show you, I've done them where they're on tin cans. And when you do them on like the tin cans or on that, the fabric absorbs all the stuff and it makes it even grungier. And now here I took a doily and put a doily on top of burlap on this one. Of course, this does not have a tag on it, but it's another type of, or another version you can use, which we could probably try that. And then I also did this one, and this is on a paper can. Oh, thank you. And this is on a paper can. And this is done with just that muslin, or no, that 100% cloth from Dollar Tree. So don't forget, if you want some cheap fabric, go to Dollar Tree. Not Dollar Tree, Walmart. These are only 98 cents. And they're 18 by 21 inch. They're fat quarters. And just put them in a hot coffee grunge and let them sit and then print them off. Burlap is the same thing as any fabric. You got to, I use a glue stick. Glue stick to me works the best putting anything in the printer. Sorry, I have a laser. So you take your 8.5, 11 by sheet of paper, and I'm on to what, 9:45, 10:30. Take your glue stick, just a glue stick, over your paper. Hang on. We're gonna just, here's a used one. So you take this and layer every corner really, really well. It has to be loaded. You cut your paper or your fabric to 8.5 by 11, and then you got to make sure your corners are in. Depending on your machine, it's either going to go up through the feeder or it's going to go down through the feeder. Mine goes up and then it'll print it. That's all you have to do. So it's really easy. So if you've never done it, try it. Okay, so next one we're going to do is going to be a littler jar. I'll have to figure this label out since I messed up the other label. So, okay, so we're doing our brown again. Now, you can do the black. I've done the black before. I think the brown, this truffle, is really nice because it really gives you that rust right away. And you don't have to use much. And chalk paint covers so well. And you don't have to dry it right away. And remember, you don't have to go all the way up to the top because that's going to get full of cinnamon and all this stuff, and then it's going to be covered. Okay, cinnamon. The only thing I notice is when I do this stuff, guys, I'm messy. Thank you guys for welcoming her, those two, Ellen and Teresa, is it? Well, guys, I appreciate you being here. I hope I'm doing good. I really do enjoy just learning new stuff, taking myself outside my box. And that's really what you got to do when you're crafting. You know, you'll find the things you really enjoy. I think I really truly enjoy this, but I think my heart is into making those little people on the boxes, my little vignettes. But I still have to do different stuff. I need to challenge myself. Okay, before I do anything, I'm going to take a second and I am going to spray this. Now, see how it looks? Like this? Let's spray it. You like steampunk? Now, I did some cool steampunk. I'll show you my gnome. We're going to spray. Don't breathe. Do not try this at home any way you can. I have to open up the door. See, it darkens it. So your can is darker already. Yeah, I think we got to, with wild honey, we got to do it. I think Lindsay, we got to do with Be Happy Crafting 1983 too, didn't we do? I think, yeah, we did it with you guys. It's awesome. And guys, follow everybody here. There's great crafters here. Okay, so we have this. I'm going to try to dry this real... no, I got to put a label on. Let's see. I'm going to just try to use a label I have that's one of these fabrics. Sometimes they come out light, sometimes they come out dark. You know, it's a label. It's going to darken up along the way. So I need to put this the long way, but I do need to cut some of this off. I have to always make sure my good scissors are out of the way. And then when you do this, try to pull your edges so you don't have a perfect bottom. Pull all the fabric. I think I'm okay now. Pull your edges at the bottom because you want it to be frayed. So it looks like it's supposed to be old and raggedy, okay? Now we're going to take this. I'm going to add a little bit more Mod Podge to this one. And then I'll add the grunge over it. Just need it to adhere a little bit better and a little faster. Then we're going to take the Mod Podge, or the, yeah, I'm going to take the Mod Podge. This is the Coffee Podge. This will last you a long time if you make a large one. Hey, Jackie. How are you doing, Brenda? I'm going to just use a little bit of this. If you're interested in how to make this stuff, let me know. Because it comes from Sweet Home Living. Now, you may see it, may not see the design in it. It's a very light design. Because most of them come out this dark. Most of my cans are usually dark. But that print, that's all I had that was halfway decent. So we're going to dry this. And then we'll put a little coffee grunge on top of that. Because what I've noticed is some of the labels don't show real well. Because after a while, everything starts to disappear into the darkness. Put a little bit of the grunge on here. I'm just doing the coffee grunge on this. Then I'm going to try to dry a little bit more. I just want it to look old. I don't care really about seeing the top. Because once you're done, half the time the top cover, blankets it out anyway. But when you use the Mod Podge, it really makes it look rusty. And they look really pretty on a shelf. And I've got those other two I can, after I'm done, I'll just go ahead and decorate them. But I can show you how to do the grungy stuff too. Now these take a while to dry, guys, so don't think it's going to dry right away. The image is there. Again, I got little whiskers here. Got little chin hairs here, guys. Hey, Denise. Hey, Sandy. How are you? Got a few chin hairs, so I had to get rid of those chin hairs. Okay, so what I want to do is this. I'm going to do a doily, okay? But I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to take a little container. I have containers everywhere. Guys, I really have got to stop cleaning because when I clean, I cannot find anything. Okay, we're going to put a little in here. This is just grunge, just a little. I think this is a lot faster than doing it while it's on top. Okay, we're going to squeeze it out. And when you're playing with the stuff, your hands are going to get as dirty as this coffee. I did so much of this week. And put the rest back in your container, that my hands were so brown that my nails were brown. So you can see how it looks. Much better. Let's try to dry this. And these I found at an antique store. They were like $1 a piece, so I was grabbing as many as I could. Oh, your oldest turned 16. Wow. My granddaughter will be 15 this year. Not ready for that. Driving. Oh, God. The way these crazies are, we moved out to the country for quiet, and I don't know, but I think all the crazies followed us. I'm going to cover my Mod Podge up because after this is all over, I'll probably find my lids to my stuff. So see how pretty it looks? Now you got every ounce of this thing. It's not just a part of it, and you don't have the, I don't know, I like it better this way. Okay, we're going to put this off the side. I was going to use my circle on top of this, but I'm going to cut this down a little bit more. I'm not very good at doing this, but we will try it. I just need a smaller circle. Now this is the, this is Walmart, no, this is Home Depot's drop cloth. It is awesome. It's been baked. I tried it, Sweet Home Living's, Tracy's method. I put these in the grunge and then not iron them in the oven, and you bake them for 250 for 5 minutes for 15 times, or for 15 minutes. So 5, flip it, 5, flip it, 5, flip it, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is, where's my lid? Let me take this over here where it belongs. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You don't need to worry about the top. So let's see. We're gonna put this on top. And then we're gonna put this one on top of that. You see, yeah, that looks like it's the top, okay? Okay, so we got that. Okay, now I got to get my, just going to use the same fabric that I had. Now, this is where coordination comes in. My hands are not the most coordinated because I ordered a set from Amazon, but I still haven't gotten them yet. So I'll let you know when they come in and how good they are, because I sure could use a set. I was not gifted those good hands. Back in the day, I had good hands. But with that Dupperton's contracture, it's definitely not the same. Okay. Now, you do you. This is just to kind of show you different stuff. I don't worry about being a perfectionist. I don't have the ability to do that anymore with my hands. So let's go ahead and take that. So now you have one strings over. So you can do it this way. And I like the tags. You see how they then start to absorb everything? And I'm gonna just leave it like this. Or should I put it, you know what, let me try to put a little grunge on the inside too. It won't matter too much, but this way it'll tone down the baked goods here. This will grunge it up just a little bit more, even though it's been baked and everything. Like I said, just try different methods. Everything will work differently for everybody. Okay. I got this right here. Just give it a dirty look. Okay. So now you have different methods to put on top. Oh, the grunge will last you forever, but now if you're gonna do a lot of, if you decide to do a lot of, what do you call it? Staining fabric, you'll go through it real quick. So my suggestion is when you're gonna stain all your materials, do it all at one time and make a big batch and keep adding to it. Okay, So a little bit more baby's breath, not baby's breath, Sweet Annie. We'll just do real Sweet Annie this time. Okay. And let's see, I have one more tag here. Got 6 more minutes. And then stay on here. There's more crafters all day. That's what's kind of cool about it. So if you've not joined Craft Around the Clock, you should join Craft Around the Clock. A lot of great crafters. And there's crafters on here. If you've not followed them, follow them. This helps our pages all grow. And that's all that matters, is that our pages grow. It's when your pages don't grow that makes it hard. This one just says Spring Market. We'll just use Spring Market on this one. Okay? Here. Okay, we'll put Mod Podge on here. The fan, it makes it hard. I have to have the fan going in here because it gets very hot. So I have to have the fan going, but it blows everything everywhere. So we have it on here. I have to clean it up though. We have it on here. I'm going to add some of my grunge on the corners here. And just make it a little darker on the edges. It just makes it a little like it's been there a while. You can dry it in the sun, but it's much quicker in the oven. So it's kind of like your preference, how much time you have. It really wasn't hard, but it's really good if you do it. Just do it. Give yourself a day to get the whole entire thing done. Just do it all at one time, and then you don't have to worry about it. Because it's time consuming, guys. Very time consuming. We're going to do a button on here. I'm going to go a light color button. I got 4 minutes. So hopefully you guys can stay for the next crafter. Ooh, this is where I could use a miniature assistant here. Helping Grandma get her hands together. Yeah. And when you work with coffee, and if you're gonna do it like I did all day, I was pretty brown for a while there. My hands were dark. Okay, so. Now you got another kind. Now you can do the doilies or not. I'm just trying to show you different ways you can do it with the doilies. You can just do it with the fabric and not worry about anything else, but just do that. Hey Mel, Melanie, how are you? So you can do your thing on that. So that's 2. So we'll just since we've got only 3 more minutes to go. Here, let me do this. We got 3 more minutes. Somebody wanted to see the heart real quickly. I did this last year. This was a Dollar Tree heart and a key ring, or key. And I just vamped it up and I puffed out the heart. And I have my fabric on here. This is from my wedding dress. Wait, hang on. That's my wedding dress. And so I changed it into be a real pretty heart. And then I did the keyhole. I'm losing some of my beads on here. So I did that. So that was one of my Valentine's Day makeovers, which I got to find some more of this lace. I'm short. So I've got that. And then like I said, when you're doing primitive, you can do primitive candles. I got 2 minutes, guys, and then I'll have to bank off. So like for this primitive candle, all it is a piece of wood. Antique rail, a simple door handle, and I took the Dollar Tree candles. I think I have a minute left. And I grunged them. And the nice thing is these you can take them off and you can use this and put the batteries back in. So if you were to take this off, hang on, I don't know if I can get it off. You gotta unscrew it. work that good. Well, you can put them back in here, and then all you have to do is go back and screw it back in here. So now you have your candles lit, so you're not stuck with it where it can't be used. Got 1 more minute, guys, and then I have to buzz off. I will take pictures today of everything, but so that's how easy it is to make a chamber stick. Like I said, I was playing around with how I could do it and how I could use all my stuff. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. I'm getting ready to go off, and please stay tuned for the next crafter. But hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll take pictures and I'll post them and stuff. But this is the easiest way you're going to ever have a candlestick that you can battery operated that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. And that was been aged up too. So, but I would show it to you on, but I just lost the battery. So, but well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys very much for popping on and spending the time with me. We will be on tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys soon. I gotta go. Bye.